Yo, what's up? As you can see, this is part 2 to what if Naruto was a Uchiha and was like Kakashi. So, yeah, pretty much last time Naruto got the curse mark and all that good stuff, and, yeah, I don't feel like explaining too much, but yeah, let's get started. So, wait, I didn't even get into the tuning exams. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Anyways, I just spoiled it for y'all, I'm so sorry. But yeah, as we basically in the waves arc, basically as Kakashi would recommend the tuning exams, and they would all be excited as Naruto and Sasuke are just thinking about training and if they can learn any new jutsus as Kakashi, instead of only training Sasuke, he would train Naruto, and Sakura would go off somewhere else thinking that she's not going to be left behind by her two crushes as she would go train with some random person, and Kakashi would basically over the time, I believe it was like a month. And I believe Naruto and Sasuke learned the Rasengan and Chidori during the 2 weeks between the preliminaries and the actual, end exam. So yeah, as Kakashi would teach them a few fireball jutsus, and I believe I said Naruto had lightning, fire, wind, and earth. If I didn't, please forgive me, but I'd be forgetting things. I might even change it up during the video. So don't mind any changes that you guys notice because I'm just pulling this out of the hat, okay? So, yeah, but anyways, you would basically train them and enhance on Naruto's hand-to-hand combat. Now, during this time, Naruto and Kakashi would be getting closer as Sasuke is a bit jealous as Naruto started to read Kakashi's books. You know the books. As they'll be getting really, really close, and Naruto and Sasuke would train together, spar here and now. So basically, let's just skip to the tuning exams now. We basically go in as the whole genjutsu thing still happens as Naruto feels like no, I forgot about the freaking Rock Lee. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting stuff. It's been like 2 years since I last watched Naruto. I don't know why I'm making a what if and I didn't recently watch it, but who freaking cares? I watched freaking Shippuden, so that's enough for me. But anyways, as Neji, Rock Lee would challenge both Naruto and Sasuke to a fight, as Naruto would gladly take on this fight since there's nothing wrong as from a friendly spar between rival teams, as he would say, as Rock Lee says, I can feel the power of youth flowing through you. As Naruto's like, okay, that's a bit much. As Naruto, I believe I gave him the two Tomoe shotting, no, the one Tomoe, as he would, activate his one Tomoe Sharingan, as he's like, get ready to fight. As he's like, after I'm done with you, I'll, I'll take on Sasuke. As Naruto's like, no need, I'll dispose of you quickly. Now, Sasuke secretly has his Sharingan open since that's the only way he can copy Lee's line barrage, but anyways, as let's get to the fight between Naruto and Lee, as Naruto takes his sword off his back saying, I'm not gonna use any weapons, just my pure Tai jutsu strength, as he's like, the power of youth as you would charge towards him as Naruto would dodge as Lee would come for a kick and Naruto would block it as Lee would vanish as Naruto kind of predicted this move since Sharingan, Eye of Insight, stuff like that. Oh, it's so hard. Anyways, as Naruto would know that he's gonna come behind him, but it's a feint and he's gonna try to attack from the front. So it actually happens and Naruto dodges. As Naruto spins around, back kicks him. As Lee gets sent flying, as he's like, you know what? As he going to take off his weights, as that's when guys since they will step in saying, "That's enough, Lee. Wait till wait till the final round. You guys could battle each other in a proper way." As Lee's like, "Yes, guy, sensei. The power of youth was not with me, Justin. I'm so sorry." As God would say, "The power of youth is within everybody. Don't be sad." As Naruto would be like, "That's a bit creepy." As Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura would be walking as Sakura's like, "Oh Naruto, oh Sasuke." So just random girl stuff. Okay, look. I'm finna tell y'all right now. It's a multi-ship. Okay, Hinata, Sakura. I'm sorry, Sasuke. You gonna get hitched with some random chick. Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to. I had to make this a double ship because I never did a double ship for Naruto. Not that I remember. Besides the freaking What If Naruto was a reincarnation of Trunks was a trash series. I do not know how that thing got 2K views, but it was trash. Anyways, I'm so sorry for keep cutting off, but that's when they'll be walking as Naruto would automatically know that it's again Jutsu as he would say Sasuke. It's again Jutsu as they will walk in. Everything happens per canon and basically Ibiki would come into the room as he would say, "Alright, the first exam starts as he would pass out the sheets of paper. Naruto sitting next to Hinata as he Hinata don't really offer to have Naruto cheat off her paper since he's doing pretty good and Hinata's just flattered as Hinata in this one is a bit more bold. I'm gonna say she's still shy. She's still a little shy girl. I can't lie. I like shy Hinata, but she's a tiny bit more bold. So we gonna have a confession a bit earlier than in the pain arc where she just got folded, but still. I'm like, anyways, it would finish. Everybody that got eliminated in the last round got eliminated. For the last question, Naruto still put the same answers and stuff like that. As this is when basically Uncle would burst through the window as she would say, "Let's see here, maggots." As Ibiki says, "Uncle," early as always, as she'll be a bit embarrassed as that's when Kiba's mother would walk through as Uncle's like, "There's so many kids. No worries, I'll take care of them here." As she would say, "Follow me, maggots." As they would go to the field and they would kind of like race there. Naruto still being there. As Naruto would get a kunai thrown at him as he would dodge as it would cut his cheek as he would grab it and turn around and throw it back as Uncle says, "Whoa there, kid." As a shadow clone just poos as she would be behind him, lick the blood off his face, and she's like, "You're a feisty one." As she grabbed out a kunai as Naruto's sword is basically to her neck as she's like, "I like you, kid. I see potential in you." As Sakura's thinking, "Uncle, how dare you hit on Naruto? He's mine." This is it. Fangirl stuff, okay? As They would get the same strolls. I don't know exactly what strolls they needed, so I'm gonna say they just needed the Earth wind stroll. I don't know, but yeah. Let's just get to it. As they would walk through the gate, and they'll be walking as they'll be talking as Naruto and Sasuke will be on high guard, and Naruto, you know what, since something, it'll be a kunai, as he would grab it, as he would say, nice try, as sorry, as this guy with this breathing operation kind of comes out the trees, as I believe that was the guy that attacked Kiba inside of the cannon. I don't actually remember, but yeah, this guy with some breathing apparatus and his three goons, but come on, as they would say, easy prey. You guys look so weak, guys. As they would charge towards him, as Naruto's like, I got this one, as he would take out his sword, as it would be in, no, as he would just block the guy's punch, hitting him over and over again until he passes out. Sasuke dealt with this second guy, as Naruto and Sasuke say, combined fireball, super phoenix fireball flower jutsu. So basically, fireball jutsu, phoenix flower jutsu, basically. At the same time, which they're technically the same thing, but anyways, I just wanted them to have a combined move. I don't know why, but yeah. As Naruto, you would say, well, that was easy. Let's check if they have the scrolls what we need. Nope, they don't have the Earth scroll. Dang it. As they would jump inside the trees, that they'll be running through the trees, as Naruto, say, yo guys, hold on, I gotta, take a leak, guys. He would jump down, and he would, be whizzing, as Naruto would walk up the bushes, squirting some hand sanitizer on his hands, as he will have an unconscious body of some random chick, as they'll say, who's she? She tried to ambush me in the bushes, as Sasuke's like, oh, why are everybody going after you? Because they look like easy prey. Duh. As Sasuke's like, oh, you're right. You do look weak, don't you, brother? As Naruto's like, don't try your luck, Sasuke. I'll still beat you one on one. As he's like, the amount of battles we have, 50. I won 25 and you won 25. So we're even, brother. As Naruto's like, oh yeah, you're right. I guess I'll just have to make it 26 after this training exam. As Sasuke's like, yeah, we'll see about that. As Naruto would then say, all right, we gotta head out. You don't have to scroll with me. They'll be running, guys. That's when a giant snake will come and grab Naruto and eat him. As Naruto would be like, no, as Sasuke would be like, Naruto, as he's like, dang it, who sent that snake? Yeah, just hit him with that snake, guys. Naruto would be in there trying to claw his way out with his sword, as he's like, dang it, it won't work. As at the fight between a person and Sasuke would pretty much be the same until Naruto bursts out, as Naruto says, multi shadow clone jutsu, and a whole bunch of shadow clones come out, as he'll say, who are you? As Orochimaru would say, it's okay, you can leave them. They'll be mine. As that's when the lady that put the extra seal on Naruto would sneak up behind him, and she would punch him, as he would fall down a bit dazed as she will put the seal on him still because Orochimaru told her that he was dodging Churiki as she would dip, not wanting anything with this as o- Orochimaru would say, well, kiddies, two Sharingan users, my two new vessels. Oh, I'll surely be immortal, and I can be able to take down him. Oh yes, I truly need a Sharingan. I don't not know why I'm doing that Hisoka impression, but yeah. And she says that, and Naruto's like, body? What do you mean body? He wants our bodies? Ew, you weird creep, as Orochimaru would say. Haha, I'm not a creep, I'm just trying to become the perfect ninja, that's all. You should understand. Wanting to become the perfect ninja. As Naruto's like, yeah, but I won't do whatever the frick you're doing. I don't even know who you are, as he's like, you won't need to, because I'll have your body. As he will stretch his neck as Naruto would dodge as Naruto says, Sasuke, get out of here, as Orochimaru says, no you don't, as he will make a shadow clone, as a shadow clone would bite Sasuke's neck as it would leave the curse mark of heaven on him. As I was like, dang it! As he would rush towards Sasuke, as Orochimaru would be like, just what I wanted. As he would bite Naruto too, as Naruto would get a curse seal of heaven as well. As will he have it for long? Nah, but I just wanted him to get the curse mark so I could see him make the Onyx Chidori. Anyways, that's when they'll both pass out and fall down as Sakura would be dragging them into this cave that she found till they woken up or wake up as Naruto would be there as his body would start to twitch as the cursed seal is reacting strangely with the Nine Tails and the seal as they will kind of merge. Like I said, you won't have the curse mill itself for long, as now his Nine Tails seal will kind of release curse energy, but Kurama dealt with the Orochimaru and killing him and killing all the snakes and stuff as he only can use this as the seal's power now. Now as Kurama's like, I might be in prison within you, kid, but I can sense something great inside of you, kid. But that doesn't mean I don't hate you for some reason. As Naruto would be, as the twitching would stop, as Naruto, as the same people would attack Naruto and Sasuke would both kill him. Everything else happens per canon, really, and we just get to the oh my gosh, I'm stuttering. The the preliminaries. All right, now Sasuke versus the guy that can absorb chakra or siphon it goes the same. Every other fight goes the same. All right. Now Naruto versus Kiba, that goes a bit different. As Kiba will run down saying, "You don't think you can beat Naruto?" As Naruto would just jump down as he's like, "Yeah, oh snap, hold on." As let me do that Neji versus Hinata fight. Yes, as Neji is just beating her, fight back like that. As he was about to go hit the finishing blow as next thing Sakura would just see Naruto gone as Neji would just have his throat bleeding as Naruto's blade is to his neck as As one of the people say, "You shall not interfere." As Naruto like he was about to kill her. I won't let that happen. Got a problem with it? As he will look at him with a death stare. As he's like, "No." As Naruto's like, "Good." As Neji says, "Her destiny is to be a failure, just like yours." As Naruto's like, "Prove that." In a in the final round, watch I kick your ass left and right, you son of a bleep. I am not trying to say it because my older man is in the other room, but yeah, and yeah, that's it now. Kiba versus Naruto. Naruto makes them shadow clones as Kiba runs up to them as the shadow clones are only distractions as Kakashi realized that he's quick as they all disperse blocking Kiba's vision as more shadow clones would come in making more smoke and smoke as the whole thing would be filled with smoke as when the smoke was clear Kiba's body would made a crater inside of the wall as he'll be bleeding as Naruto would just be walking away as they say Naruto wins as yeah that's it. Every other fight go the same and the conversations go the same. So yeah. Now we skip to the training. Okay. Sasuke and Naruto both get taught the Chidori. Okay. They both get taught the Chidori. Naruto learns it in under a week. So he is excused by Kakashi. Now since he got this Sharingan, like I know his chakra control is a bit messed up from Kurama, but since I'm gonna say since he got the chakra, I mean the Sharingan, it's a lot easier to regulate his chakra. So yeah, as he'll be walking through the village board as he'll be reading some of Jiraiya's Ichi books or whatever they're called. As he's like, "Ah, so you're a fan, kid?" As Naruto's like, "You're Jiraiya, the Toad Sage. Oh my gosh, I'm a big fan. May you please sign my book?" As Naruto's like, as Jiraiya says, "Oh, of course." As he signs Naruto's book, as he's like, "What's your name?" Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki. As he's like, "Oh, Naruto, walk with me, kid." As Naruto's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Naruto, there's something I need to tell you." As he's like, "What do you need to tell me? We just met." As he's like, "I'm your godfather." As he's like, "Wait, what?" "I'm your godfather. I helped name you. And I knew your father. I was close friends with him. I was actually his sensei." As he's like, "You're my father's sensei? Please tell me about him." As he's like, I, "I'm sorry. I made a promise to your father that I wouldn't tell you about him because of his enemies until you're ready of age." As Naruto's like, "Oh, I understand." As you're like, "You want to see something cool, kid?" As he's like, "Yeah." As he makes a Rasengan in his hand, as Naruto's like, "Cool, but I got something just like that." As Naruto would make the hand signs, as he would say, "Chidori." As Jiraiya would be like, "Oh, so you don't want this?" As he's like, "Yes, of course I want it." And he like, if you taught that to my father, then of course I'm gonna want it. I'll be closer to my father than ever." As Jiraiya's like, "You're pretty ambitious, kid, just like your father." As he's like, "Cool, teach it to me." As well as like, "Whoa, calm your bricks, kid. Fine." As during the week, he teaches Naruto how to use the Rasengan and how to. I'm just gonna say that it's a month, okay? So for like the next 3 weeks, he teaches Naruto how to do the Rasengan and how to control his demon chakra basically as he, he's like, "Hey, demon, you're in my body and it's time for rent." Beats him up, takes his chakra, you know, classic stuff. Jiraiya also trains with Naruto in his sword. He also taught Naruto the fire Rasengan, and yeah, that's it for the month of training. Now we skip to the rounds as um all the rounds go the same. Sasuke's still late, which is strange to Naruto since Sasuke would never be late. Now here's a little flashing. Okay, when one night when Sasuke was training with Naruto, Orochimaru came up to him saying, "Kid, come with me if you don't want your precious brother to die, because I will make him die a gruesome death. If I can't have him, I'll have you." As Sasuke like, "What are you gonna do to them?" As he's like, "In a few days, a convoy of mine will be coming to pick you up. So you should come prepared, kid." As he's like, "Understood," and that took a lot of mental strain, so he still misses his match. Now, I'm just basically going to skip to Naruto versus Neji, one of the Uchiha prodigies versus the Hyuga prodigy, the most prized battle yet. As now, so yeah, basically the fight go goes like this. Neji trash talking, right? As Naruto basically just walks up to him, right? And he puts a little bit of chakra in his fist, right? As he punches him so hard, he goes flying into the wall, making a crater as Neji coughs up blood as he like Naruto as Neji's like not done yet as he would stand up as Naruto's like, "Oh, so you're not out, are you?" As Neji's like, "No." As he will say, "You're in my line of sight." As he will say, "What?" "Hey, Trigram, 64 palms, 2 palm." As Naruto would be on the floor as he would pop. As Neji was like, "Shadow clone? How?" The Byakugan can tell if something's a clone in that. As Naruto says, "I realize I always use too much chakra when making my clones," which turned out to be a good thing in this case as he kicks Neji in his head as Neji knocks out as he's like, "That's for Hinata. Can't believe you treat your own family like that. You're worth this piece of trash, 'cause you're trash. My unbelievable power, you can never match this. My power is untamed." If you're wondering, Orochimaru still dressed up as a Kazekage or whatever as yeah. All the other matches come good same between the attack on the leaf and all that stuff. Like I know we're rushing through this, I just want to get to the good, juicy good. You feel me? That juicy juice. But anyways, as Naruto would hear word from Sakura. Yeah, I just skipped all that. Hiruzen dying, everything. But Naruto would hear word from Sakura that Sasuke is leaving the village as Naruto would run as well no. He would hear word that Sasuke has left the village since Naruto's been living with Jiraiya since Hiruzen died and Sasuke said that he was supposedly living with Kakashi when he really wasn't as Naruto would say what as that's when the Sasuke retrieval arc would start. Everything happens now when it's Sasuke versus Naruto and in a final battle. Naruto's like, "Why would you leave? Why? I thought you were a brother to me. We might not be blood brothers, but we're cousins." We grew up like we were brothers. I thought you loved it here. As Sasuke's like, you're never a brother to me, Naruto. I just use you as a gap of power so I can get stronger so I can kill Itachi. As Naruto's just feeling some nostalgia, but a bad kind. Reminds him of the words Itachi says as Sasuke. As he's breaking down, since him and Sasuke has a way closer relationship, he don't even really have the will to fight. As Sasuke's like, it's good seeing you, Naruto. As he would walk away, as Naruto would just be there crying, as Kakashi would arrive saying what happened, as Naruto would just be there wide mouthed, as Kakashi would take him back to the leaf, as he would just be in Jiraiya's house just depressed for days, as Jiraiya would say, kid, you want him back, don't you? As Naruto says, yeah, but you don't even think of me as a brother anymore. He's he's like, what did make up? I'm Me and Kakashi were discussing taking you on a training trip. Me and him. As Naruto's like, what do you mean a training trip? You know that the Akatsuki is after you, right? Yeah, that's why we're leaving. We're gonna be taking you so we can spy and try to see if we can take down any of the enemies as well as training you. As Naruto's like, really? He's like, yes. And plus, you like my books, don't you? Yeah. You'll get to see how I make them. As Naruto's like, really? As he's like, yes, you will. As Naruto's like, cool. So when does this training trip start? In 3 days. Oh yeah, the Lady Susanoo retrieval arc went the same. I'm sorry, I'm skipping all this stuff. I just want to get to, the training guard. I mean, the training trip and Shippuden as quickly as I can, cause I never get to those in any of my Naruto what ifs. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, as Naruto would say, okay, as the next day, Tsunade would say, see you later, Naruto, giving him a kiss on the forehead as Sakura would be crying, saying, leaving to Naruto. As Naruto like, I'll be back, Sakura. As he Naruto would say, bye, Naruto-kun, and stuff like that. As Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi, Naruto, Jiraiya, and Kakashi would be walking away out the village as this is basically the training for the next 3 years. Alright? For the first 5 months of training, Naruto would be taught in his lightning style jutsus as he'll be taught the Raikiri and a few extra techniques, and he also comes up with the technique kind of like Kirin, like a really strong one, but there's no thunderstorm needed. He siphons off, bio electricity from human bodies and stuff like that, which is a pretty deadly jutsu. So he's rarely allowed to use it in Naruto also taught in a plethora of fire styles and kenjutsu kenjutsu and stuff like that. He's also trained in his do dojutsu, allowing him to wield his Sharingan a lot longer, and he's able to cast genjutsu with it. And during this training trip, Naruto unleashes his inner pervert. Right now, I have to make sure my old man's not listening. But we basically skipped to Jiraiya. Alright, Jiraiya left. Kakashi had to go on a mission, so it's just Jiraiya and Naruto. Right? Not if my voice got low, I really want to do the scene. I just don't want my old man to hear me. So yeah, Jiraiya and Naruto. They're in this club. As Naruto's like, "What are we doing here, sir?" As Jiraiya says, "Well, kid, we're here to give you some experience as no, they're not in a club, they're outside a club as it's not natural like what? Oh yeah, this trip will not be 3 years, it'll be like 4 years, 5 years. So yeah, it'll be like 16, 17 by the time he returns then like 14, 15. So yeah, as he'll be like, what do you mean? You see that girl over there? Go hit on her. And she's like, what? Say, hey, you look pretty. What's your name? My name's Naruto. How about we get some dinner? As this girl would have brown hair and she would look really pretty as Naruto would say, sure, Jiraiya sensei. As he's like, no more privy sage. No, you're no longer a privy sage. You are a true sensei. As Jiraiya would tear up from this hand. Thank you, Naruto. As um Naruto would walk up to her as he'll say, hey, you look pretty today. What's your name? And she's like, hey kid, my name's May. And he's like, hey, my name's Naruto. Wanna go out sometimes? And she's like, you gotta be kidding, kid. You're only like 12, 13. And he's like, hey, baby girl, age is just a number. As she'll say, when you're older, kid, when you're like 18, come back and see me. Right now, he's 13 and she's 18. No, he's 13, she's 17. 4 years. So yeah, as she's like, oh, okay. As he would, start to walk, as he would trip over his foot, as she's like, the kid, as Naruto would be following, as his face would be planted in her double D breast, as he would say, huh, squishy, squishy, as he would squeeze, as she would blush as he'd say, pervert, as she would slap him, as Naruto would go flying, as Jiraiya's like, kid, are you okay? As you would run to Naruto, as Naruto's like, oh, Jiraiya sensei, I, I see butterflies. As she would pass out, as he's like, kid, don't die on me, don't die on me, kid. As Jiraiya would say, oh, as he would, get up and walk away, as he would teach Naruto how to control his Kai Yubi, Naruto, would actually enter his seal as the Kai Yubi would try to attack him as Naruto like, I'm not here to take your chakra, I'm here to talk to you. I heard you was controlled by an uchiha. Is that why you hate me so much? Cause I have uchiha blood. You don't have to be scared of me. I know you feel caged, you feel prisoned, but remember, I was the one to put the burden of bearing you. My life and probably your life is at risk every day. So you can't hold a grudge for so long. As Karma says, what you know about this kid? All I feel is anger as Naruto says one day, Mr. Fox, I'll wipe away all that anger and I'll lock it up for you. You'll never feel it ever again. All you'll feel is happiness. I promise you, Mr. Fox, as Kurama would get a slight blush. Him, okay, this is not a film, Kurama. I mean, I could make it like that if you want, you feel me? But, yeah, as he's like, leave, kid, if that's all you wanted to do, as, and I was like, sure. As he leaves the seal, as, I was like, so, did it work? He's like, I just talked to him. As he's like, why? He's not ready. So, I'm not gonna steal his power. I don't want him to hate me even more. He's like, what do you mean, hate the demon? You don't want the demon to hate you. He's like, don't you know? he was controlled by a uchiha. And she's like, how do you know that? I kind of stole the secret files from Lord Third, and I was reading through them on the night of the Ninetales attack, since I know that I was born that night, and I know that the Ninetales was sealed inside me by the fourth. As he's like, okay, as he, she's thinking, I hope you don't know that the fourth is his father. Do you know anything else? Nope. As soon as I got to the seal part, the seal, I mean, like when the fort sealed him inside me, everything was restricted by a seal that only a Kage could open. As he's like, oh, thank God. In his head, of course, as Naruto's like, well, I think we should start my training then. As Jorah's like, yeah, we should. As for these next few, for these next 4 or 5 years, Naruto would be ripped, bro. Like when I say ripped, I mean ripped. Like my man is ripped. Don't ask me what did I Google, cause you don't wanna know. But anyways, as he will learn. He will be really skilled. Like I'm talking about more skill with a sword than Shisui or freaking Tanjiro, like skilled, like so skilled. Skilled isn't even a word anymore in this universe. He's beyond that. He dyed his hair. I mean, he got himself a fade cut. You know, ears pierced. Little pretty boy. You feel me? He's a big pervert and stuff like that. Like Kakashi and Jiraiya as Naruto is taken by Jiraiya to this club since he's for the age of 17. I was like, what are we doing here? It's for a mission from Tsunade, since Naruto would be taking up missions, kind of like a mercenary at the time. He would be called the One-Eyed Reaper since his mask only showed one of his eyes. I always wanted to do that. Anyways, as Naruto would be told by him that he has a surprise, so close his eyes as he would snap his fingers as somebody would come, as they would sit down next to Naruto, as he would say, open your eyes, as Naruto would open them, turn his head like, what? He's like, turn the other way, as he would look, as he would say, May? It's you, as he would kind of blush, as she's like, oh, you remember me, Naruto, as she's pretty, okay? And Naruto's like, what's this? Your first experience as a man, Naruto. As I'm gonna leave this one off here. I hope you liked it. Peace.